Okay, cool.
I think we should bring the mics close today because I don't know how the sound is going to be. So I'm just trying to ram it in my mouth.
Wow! Oh my god, okay. No, that's a rabbit in my mouth. I'm keeping that in you, baby. That's how it's gonna start. Alright, hi guys, welcome back to the Interlude podcast.
Hey.
With your girl, Silky Love.
And Najwa the Light. Thank you guys for tuning in today. What's poppin'?
First of all, shout out to everyone that followed the Instagram page that got us to 100 before we even dropped an episode. Shout out to you.
The demand
was high.
No, we're so gassed, you know.
Honestly, thank you to everyone. Thank you to Martha. Thank you to NTS and them man there. Thank you to our mates. Thank you to everyone that followed. Thank you to everyone that's listened to the first podcast episode. It's actually dropped today. We're recording the third episode on the day that we dropped the first one.
Yeah, no, this is gassed, man. It's just a lot of it.
Yeah, honestly.
It's exciting times, man.
Very, very exciting.
We just can't wait to show you guys all the content we have planned.
Honestly.
Like, it's just gonna bang. It's just gonna bang. Yeah, welcome to episode 3 of the Interlude podcast. Today is gonna be chit chat.
Yeah, chit chat.
There's a lot happening in the UK right now. Well,
all over.
Everywhere. Yeah.
All over.
It's a lot.
Oh my, where do we start?
Where do we fucking start?
No.
Have you seen that thread of people saying, this is not a hymen, this is a hymen? Have you seen that? It's so funny.
I wanted to add to it, but then I was like, I can't bother to go through and see what people have said.
I went through all the way to the first person.
You got to the first person?
Yeah, they just asked what is a hymen, and then someone said like some dumb response, and then they just kind of went off.
That is hilarious.
So jokes, bro.
Nah, that's jokes.
But yes.
What is a hymen though? Like,
apparently it's the.
I know what it is, but like it's dumb.
Would you? How did we get there? She was just like, fuck God, you stupid.
No, because like, okay, the hymen isn't dumb, but what they
attached to it.
Yeah, that's it. What they've attached to the hymen is stupid as hell. Because this is just this just feeds into my theory of the idea that medicine revolves around the white male body, because the fact that like people don't even understand how insignificant the hymen is when it comes to like the virginity and all of that just goes to show that science isn't focusing on anatomy out like that isn't the male body.
Yeah, that's so true.
Because
we didn't even intro.
why are we going
just talking about hymen just randomly?
It's a science podcast today. Yeah, no. Oh my god, do you want to speak on it? Yeah,
so basically, when did it come out? Maybe it came out like a couple days ago.
It came out yesterday.
Yesterday, innit? Yeah.
On today's episode of Men Are Mad, I was doing on my story.
No, Twitter, yeah, I feel like it's like 6 days rammed into one day, so it just gets so confusing when things come out. But yeah, T.I. is just moving mad with his 18-year-old daughter, and he's checking up on her hymen, and he goes to her gynecology and appointments with her, which is so fucked up. Like,
do you know it's so there's so many things to unpack. Mother T.I.
I just thought he would be better, man.
T.I. who co-signed Iggy Azalea.
Iggy.
Yeah.
What?
He's the reason that she was like,
oh my god, yeah, that's. Oh my god.
T.I. No, first of all, there's a lot of things to unpack.
Loved past it.
You love T.I. I don't
know if I can co-sign someone. That's a lot of levels of sexual harassment, bro.
There are so many things to unpack. First of all, why are you going on a podcast and speaking about?
So that's where it came
your
from.
daughter. Yeah, he went on a podcast and it was like he was like. No, I read the statement, where he said, and it was mad. It was like, it seemed, the whole thing seemed forceful. He was like, oh, I go to, after her birthday, we celebrate, and then I go to, after her birthday, I celebrate, and then I leave a post-it note on her door, like a couple days later, to say, gyno appointment, 9:30, and then we go to the gyno appointment, and then the doctor is like, this is like a confidential thing, like, she has to sign to say that she wants you here.
Oh my
so then in
God.
front of he makes his daughter sign it in front of the doctor or whatever, and then he's like, see, there you go. And then he's like, yeah, tell me everything, including a hymen. And then the doctor says to him like, oh, the hymen can break from anything like horse riding.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, well, she doesn't do any of those sports, so she's not going to do any of those sports.
Oh my God.
So boom bam pow, tell me things now. Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Why? First of all, why are you doing that? And then why are you going on a podcast and talking about your daughter's body like that?
Exactly.
Now people like us are sitting here talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all this whole thing about just men having this control of women's bodies, and like that is his way of still reaffirming that that's his. Do you get what I mean?
It's
like,
so fucked
him going
up.
on such a public platform and describing and that and talking about that is
in detail.
It's just so vile. That's her body.
Her body, and like,
oh my gosh, like what?
I'm so gobsmacked. I have nothing to say.
No,
but like he is a serial cheater.
Oh, for real?
He's a serial cheater. He has no right to like police anyone's body. He should police his own.
Yeah.
Like what? And you know the thing, the thing that hurts me the most, yeah, is like, I have never had my body policed to that extent, but it's been policed to the point that now I have to unlearn all this trauma. Can you imagine how much trauma she has to unlearn? Because the levels of her policing is so deep.
Yeah.
And the fact that the world knows now.
Yeah.
Like,
apparently she's been liking tweets about that, like, that are like, what's it called? Like going against what he's...
Oh, defending her.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Can you imagine? And like the poor Meskina girl, 18.
That's like what, college? You're just leaving college, going into uni. That's
Literally,
a baby girl age.
Baby girl. And he's probably been doing this for how many years? You know the mad thing, when I first read
fucking
it...
hell, man. That's mad, wallahi. What the hell? I'm really like...
honestly,
taken back. Like, this is mad. Like...
Fam, when I first read it, yeah... I thought his daughter was like, when I first heard of the kerfuffle, I thought his daughter was like 13. And so I was like, oh, this seems like not smart, but like, this seems like a valid thing to do to a young girl to ensure that, like, you know, just to check up on sexual assault, like if she's getting sexually assaulted somewhere.
No, her mum could do that shit. Her mum can have a conversation with her.
That's true.
Like, how's everything going?
But
checking her body. Do you know how dehumanizing that is? Checking her body, and not even like, it's not like something on your arm, it's literally in your privatest area and making sure that there's nothing's been changed or moved. It's so vile from your dad. It's just
your father.
So much.
It's actually sexual violence.
It is.
It's actually sexual violence. Like, it's as bad as FGM. It's
I was just thinking that, because it feels like the same kind of wavelength as FGM. That whole kind of policing of women's bodies, checking on them, controlling their sexual lives. That she can't have sex, bruv. Like, because if she does, her dad, what's he gonna do?
What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Because she's gonna have it one day, and like, and now she's in a position where, like, you know, there's a thing, yeah, when culturally, if your vagina has been like, or culturally, if you've kind of like been policed, you can develop this thing where, like, your vagina stays contracted, so like when it comes to penetrative sex,
I've heard about
won't loosen.
Right.
And like, fam, this will probably happen to her. I know that's mad to say, but like,
do you think she'll be too shocked to even enjoy it?
Yeah, like, if it's like, imagine someone invading you that much, you're probably so off put by the idea, because you're like,
to the furthest
degree, because you're like, my dad must know, my dad will find out.
Jesus.
And it's something so intimate that has actually absolutely nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
Her sexual life has nothing to do with her dad.
Not at all, but there's other ways of going about it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's other things you can do. I don't know, like, talk to her, bro. Give her a safe space, tell her, I don't know, to stay away from this or that, or give her like some sort of advice if you really give a shit. But I feel like it has more to do with his satisfaction of control and that whole possessiveness, that there's no space for conversation when it comes to that. It's very like action based, because controlling people, they just want control, like, and that's not going to come from a conversation.
It's true,
because it gives you autonomy, because it means that your opinion matters. But this whole thing, like going into doctor's appointments, like kind of like forcing himself in that space where
that's so mad.
A lot of people have been saying as well, like, what is the doctor doing? Because that's very unprofessional and that's illegal. They were like, this is illegal, he shouldn't be allowing the dad to come in like that. Especially,
it's just, and she's a grown woman, like, but she's not grown as in legally. She's grown where my mom does not come to doctor's appointments with me since I was like 16. I'm on my own, let alone sexual ones. Like, what the fuck? And it just seeps into this wider conversation of like how much people put such a like negative connotation when it comes to women and sex, and it's like, you people are having sex with us. Why now, when it's about our agency and our ability to have control in that context, is it such a bad thing? Like, who are you gonna have sex with if you're policing us to not have sex? I don't understand.
Yeah, but that still centers them. That narrative still centers them. Like, this, we can't talk about this and center them at the same time.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's still about them. Like, they can't. It's just
down with the patriarchy, man.
Do you know what I mean? It's so deeply ingrained. Like, but this is just something I've never heard before. And I come from a Muslim, Eritrean, like, deeply cultural, traditional background. But this, I have never heard of it. Like,
and do you know what's mad? Like,
this is just levels. It's just a different level.
I don't really know for dads to have that much say, or like that. Like, obviously they'll like say their part or whatever, but it's always like the women in the family that are like, you know, the ones that have these conversations if they're going to be policing anyone, and it's often not like dad.
That's true, you know.
So I don't know, like, I saw someone said, you know what, he's probably capable of sexually assaulting her, and it's as mad as it is to say, like, it probably, like,
it
to
might
be fair, and to be fair, this is sexual assault, because you're putting yourself in a space where you're violating her body in a sexual context, because it's like, and also the hymen is such a stupid, virginity itself is a stupid narrative, because sis could not be a virgin in other aspects. Like, why?
Virginity is such a up in the air
concept.
Yeah, like, what? It's so not tangible. Like, what does it mean?
Exactly.
There's like, does oral sex take away virginity? Does penetrative? What is it? Like, does that mean like gay men having sex, they're still virgins? Like, what is the meaning?
Exactly.
Like,
does that mean lesbian girls are
in general?
Honestly, no. Because it just makes my skin boil. That, and you know what makes my skin boil as well is like, T.I. has come from, or he's currently in a position where he has access to like education and just wider array of people that can and should be having the conversation that these are things that shouldn't be happening. Yet he's still in this weird mind frame where he's got this controlling nature that he feels like he has to sit in his daughter's appointments and find out if she's lost her virginity.
It's just so bizarre, bruv.
It's really sad as well. I really, really, really feel for her, and I hope that, like, I wonder if
he have other daughters.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this man.
Yeah, same.
I do not care for this. After I saw he co-signed Iggy Azalea, no thanks. And then didn't he say it was the worst thing he could have done for his career?
Is that what he said?
Something along those lines. Something along those lines. And look at what he's doing now. No.
I would not be surprised if he sexually assaults his daughter. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that
He's
level of
doing it.
That level of control over somebody else's body, man. That's weird, man.
Why would you want to?
Yeah.
Why would you want to know what the fuck your daughter's doing?
Yeah.
In that department? What if your daughter's like a drug addict, bruv? Not trying to put that on her. Like, there's so many other things that you should care about before caring about what your daughter's doing in her sexual life. And she's actually only 18. The fact you're policing it from such a young age is also another, like...
Did you say it was from when she started? How old? 13?
I don't know when it started, but from what I gathered, it's happened more than once.
Did you say something about he said that he has post-its on her door or something?
Yeah, he puts a post-it on her door to say, at 9:30, your gynecologist appointment tomorrow. Like, he's the one.
This sounds all very thriller-esque, you know? Sounds like something that will come out of, like, a TV show, like...
Yeah, it sounds so out of touch with reality.
It sounds very... What's the word? Like, you know when something is so, like, spooky, but it's like, I forgot what the word is. Like, it's very sinister.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Like, very sinister, very creepy, very, like... doesn't make me feel...
You know what? It's what you were saying before, is him... He probably has, like, some power trip issues that he can't control. There's probably something in his life that he can't control, that he's like, okay, where can I now project this energy?
This is weak men's life.
It has to be his daughter.
Yeah. Like,
it's actually crazy.
It happens in a lot of different ways. Like, domestic abuse is one of them. Like, sexually assault, like rape, all of that. It's all power trips. Like, it's all kind of that enforcement of power, and that's just something weak men do because they can't control other things.
It just boggles me that when sex is the means of, like, something evil.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, when sex is the center of harm, because you actually have to be so sick in the head to take something that's so intimate and just spin it into something so horrible. Mm-hmm. Because what is more traumatizing than sex being flipped on its head?
Mm-hmm. That's so true, because it's really like the deepest form of intimacy.
And then you've just flipped it and made it something that is just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And you have to live with that, no.